Guys, today I'm doing a video about what airsoft mask is best. As you can probably tell, I have a lot of airsoft masks here. Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it might help some of you find the best airsoft mask for you. Also, a couple new changes to the studio, or at least the area where I film. I now have this vintage cool microphone, so I thought that added kind of a cool vibe to the set. And also, if you didn't notice, I've used this background before, and I actually really like it. It adds a cool sort of atmosphere, and I think I'm going to actually keep it for this channel. If you have any other background you'd like me to use, leave it in the comment section below. But for the next couple videos, I think I'm going to keep this background up, as I quite like it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get right into it. Let's get into the more traditional masks that you see a lot. These are just some normal Vulcan masks. I think this one went for $45. I think this one went for $35 because of the camo. But these are your average airsoft masks. In my opinion, these are acceptable. They'll obviously stop a BB going anywhere from 700 FPS and lower. If you get above that point, it will start to crack, which, if the gun's shooting above that limit, you have some other issues. But these masks are extremely nice, they fit very well, and as you may be able to see, they have foam on the inside. This in particular mask does have a GoPro mount on top. They don't come with these, I put that there, and I actually can't get it off, so I'm kind of stuck on there. But these will work very well, they're comfortable. There are better masks on the market, but if you're on a budget, these will work very well. Some issues with these are that they will fog in the summertime, and that might hinder you to not be able to see what's in front of you or just get very hot in general. Some masks that we'll get onto later will not have that issue, but these will fog up in the summertime. The next mask design that we will be getting into is this. I actually don't know what this is really called, but it's lower mesh face protection and glasses to protect your eyes. I personally got this at Navrich's website just because it was easy and he ships really fast with the coronavirus, because I just got these recently. These are very nice goggles. To start out with the goggles, they have nice foam on the inside and they will not fog. I've tried to get these things to fog, they won't do it. So these would be good for outdoor play. I wouldn't necessarily recommend these for indoor play because, I mean, you're going to have a little bit of gap in the nose and people are going to be shooting you in the face more in indoor and all over your body, really. But still, these are some very nice goggles and mesh face protection. I use these on my ghillie suit, and they fit very nicely underneath my sort of ghillie suit hood that I put over my face. The mesh will withstand BBs. It might dent a little bit with some more higher powered BBs, but overall, it's flexible and it's very comfortable around your face. Same with the goggles. Let's get on to the next mask type. The final mask type that I at least have here with me is the dye mask. Now these are more associated with speed softers, but I have seen milsimmers and more outdoor players use these also because of how nice they are. These are some of the least foggy masks out there. I believe they put special material in the lens right here so that it won't fog. You can actually exchange, I'm not sure if these are called lenses, but this front area for different colors and ones that are more see-through. This one is reflective, which I personally like for CQB. It also adds a sort of intimidation factor, which can be helpful. Now you are going to be paying for these masks. These are very, very expensive. This one was about $185. This is the Dye i5, and the Dye i4 is somewhere around $150. So these are not cheap masks at all, and I would recommend saving for a little while before you get one of these. But once you do, they are so nice. Maybe the only con with these is that it can be associated with Speedsoft, as I've mentioned in a previous video. And some people will not like you if you wear one of these masks because they associate it with Speedsoft, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but just my opinion. But if you don't mind that, these are definitely the masks I would recommend. They come in more colors than just gold and black. I just personally like that color because it goes with the rest of my loadout. Another sort of minus is it doesn't really protect the top of your head right here. That's why I wear a hat on the top of my head, so it doesn't hurt as bad when I get hit up there. So which one of these mask types would I recommend for you? Well, it really depends. If you're playing outdoors, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the dye mask just because it's a little bit hard to see through outdoors with the lens on there. And I think it's more associated with Speedsoft, and some outdoor people may not like that. For outdoors, I would recommend either of these masks. They're both very nice for outdoors. I would especially recommend this one as it's just going to be more comfortable and it won't fog. Because with outdoors, you're usually going to be playing in the summer and it's going to be hot, so I would more recommend these ones. However, if you are using this mask, I would highly recommend a hat because this also does not protect the top of your head. Some type of boonie or sniper hat in general, you don't have to be a sniper to wear them. They just work very well covering the top of your head. But overall, these are the goggles I would recommend for outdoors. This in total, I think I forgot to mention, it was about $60 with the goggles and the mesh mask, which is a pretty affordable price for goggles, especially because you want to invest a lot of money in your goggles so that you're comfortable and they won't break. Now, if you are on a budget and you're just starting airsoft, this will work. However, keep in mind that it can fog, and over time it will kind of wear down. Now, let's get on to some masks I wouldn't recommend. Now, I don't actually have any cheap masks that I wouldn't recommend, but I'm sure I can put some pictures here up on the screen. Generally speaking, anything under $30 is something I wouldn't recommend. It's either going to be not comfortable or not withstand the velocity of a BB. Airsoft guns do fire quite hard, a lot harder than Nerf guns, and can break cheaper masks. For example, masks made entirely out of mesh, they're not good. You should not use those. First off, it's going to be hard to see out of, and mesh can dent and even break, especially cheaper mesh. And the last thing you want is a broken tooth or a missing eyeball. Some people do not wear lower face protection like this. They'll just wear the goggles. And I do believe you have to be over 18 to do that, at least at most fields. But I would not personally recommend that because you get a shot-out tooth. That's never going to come back. You can get a fake tooth or something like that, but that's going to be, well, expensive. So in my opinion, you should always wear lower face protection, but it's up to you. I hope this was helpful to some of you new people starting airsoft, or some people who are just looking for a new type of mask. Now, the big thing I would like to emphasize on is spend money on eye protection. You want high quality eye protection because your eyes are kind of important. Anyways, I'll leave you with that, and stay safe, guys.